There we go. Good evening, chat. Hopefully you're doing well. It's Saturday night. Means it's classic gaming night. And to kind of finish up, although we may not finish it tonight, our run through of the classic Sonic games. We have Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I did play recently off of the Genesis collection that used to be on Steam. And one of the things I really loved about it that I didn't realize at the time is that it had the original soundtrack for a couple of the tracks that were removed for later versions. Carnival Night, Ice Cap Zone, and Launch Base. So, but today we're going to be playing the Sonic Origins one, which has the non-Jackson touched tracks. But to spice it up a little bit, we're going to be playing as Knuckles. I think I've mentioned it too many times, but I love the little animatics that Sonic Origins added. That's so much fun. I like my choices here with Sonic Origins. But here we go. Let's go ahead and do Knuckles. That's interesting. That was the intro from you're just playing Sonic and Knuckles, and normally if you put the two games together, that does not play. Nice little touch. It was a little bit awkward transitioning from Mushroom Hill, which I think is effectively Zone 7 in this one, to Zone 1. But anyway, yeah. Now, I absolutely love this game. This is by far my favorite of the 16-bit Genesis games. I loved Sonic 3 when it came out, so I had a heck of a time with Carnival Night. Probably for the reason that you know if you know, and if you don't know, well, I'll mention it when we get there. Which I'll probably at least get that far tonight. I love these special stages. I like the kind of cool globe effect going on. I love the planets and the stars whipping around in the back. I love the soundtrack. I thought this was a nice kind of medium for the special stages. And I think I complained about it when we were playing Sonic 2 last week, but I do not care for the Sonic 2 special stages. I feel that they're very hard, and I think they soften them up for Sonic Origins in several ways. But these were fun. I liked these ones. They didn't feel overwhelming. They were the right amount of hard, and it felt like you could learn and get better at them. So I really like these. The music in this game is just splendid. It looks great. This is like the Genesis sound chip on full display on what it can do, I feel like. There's lots of color. Oops. Just absolutely splendid. Splendid game. Oh, that was kind of goofy of me. This water shield that I really didn't need. Thankfully the whole, like the need for rings in this one is less than they were in other games. I don't really need it, but since we have Knuckles' ability to glide. But yeah, no, playing this as a kid, like, I think I got Sonic 3 pretty close to when it came out. And, yeah, absolutely, 100% fell in love with it. Knuckles was a cool villain. It was cool that you were given the ability to... Oh, that's fun. I had forgotten this, that it kind of forces you back with this one. You can't just camp out. It was cool that you could, as Sonic, get Tails to carry you around, which he couldn't do in Sonic 2. And Tails could fly in Sonic 2, but only sort of in the background if that makes sense. Whereas in here, there we go. I was waiting for that spike. Didn't want to get smacked by it. But if you played as Tails in Sonic 2, or there we go. Or if you were doing Sonic and Tails, you couldn't get lifted up, and you could fly as Tails. And here you could, so that opened it up. And I love Tails. Tails is probably my favorite of the Sonic characters. So opening that up, boy oh boy, chat. Look, it's starting early. Definitely losing steam for the night. Anyway, but no, I love all the additions. The music is incredible. It looks great. It plays great. Memorable stages, memorable everything. Relatively fun boss fights. Yeah. And maybe not everyone knows, but sort of the famous story is that originally the intent was, and I'm not sure why I'm collecting the rings here, because I don't really care about getting the perfect, and I can't now that I kind of messed up my order for it, but that's alright. Sonic 3 was supposed to be a huge game that incorporated Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 into one enormous game to play through, but because of just running out of development time before a big deal... Where's my last set of blue spheres here? A big promotional deal, rather, that they had with McDonald's. They had to push Sonic 3 out as it was. There we go. And there we go. They had to push Sonic 3 out as it was, and so it was kind of half the game, and then later they released Sonic and Knuckles, and it had this special cartridge where you could plug Sonic 3 into it, and you got kind of the whole game as it was intended. But you could also play Sonic and Knuckles, the second half of the game, standalone. You didn't need it. But it added in Knuckles as a playable character, which, you know, we're doing now. And one kind of neat thing that the devs did is that Knuckles, though he shares some of Sonic's routing, has areas that only he can get to. And so we're going to get to see that. And since I haven't done a run-through of Knuckles' stuff for probably since I was, like, in my teenage years. Here we go, this is the first part of the Knuckles area. This will be an interesting run, because I don't know a lot of his unique areas particularly well. I've done Sonic about feels like 100 times. But yeah, no. One of my absolute favorites from the time. I think after Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a unit, really. And this is probably going to sound a little weird to a lot of people. It's... I'm trying to think of what I would probably put there, because now I'm starting to think about it and I'm not quite sure. I really love Sonic 1, I think more than most people do. And I also love Sonic CD, I suspect, way more than most people do. I think I might put Sonic CD up after Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And then Sonic 1, but it's pretty close. And I went through Sonic 2 last Saturday. And weirdly, I know that's one that everybody loves, and I don't quite love it in the same way that I think most people do. So... And I'm trying to figure out where I would put it on the scale, because having recently replayed Sonic 3D Blast, the director's cut, I actually appreciated it a lot more than I have in the past. But I think that was a little bit more maybe the director's cut than it would be just the stock version. And I think if I'm doing stock, I would probably put Sonic 2 above it, and if I'm doing the director's cut, I might do Sonic 3D Blast and then Sonic 2. I kind of stayed out of the special stages last time, so just kind of doing a little bit of these for fun. There's no real need to. Oh, I kind of wanted my electric shield. Shame on me. What if we can get to the top of it? As a kid, I never could get this high, and I think part of that was because I would very easily get nervous at like sort of timed things, and there's a thing coming up behind you in this. Not that it matters. There we go. Look at that. At the top. Because it's a special stage, it's completely inconsequential, but me as a little kid just always kind of made me nervous, so I'd kind of freak out. There we go. Get kind of nervous, and then I wouldn't complete it properly. Alright, and we have Knock Robotnik. Okay, even though I wanted my lightning shield, fires a lot better for this fight, so. Also, a lot of Knuckles fights are harder. That guy shot 2 fireballs at a time from each of his launchers, so 4 per cycle, where I think Sonic is, against Robotnik, is just 2. Could he use those springs to time travel? Yes, exactly, per Paleo. We're playing Sonic CD. That would have been perfect. I love that, I really do, and I know not everyone does. Sonic CD, I think, kind of gets a bad rap, but if anyone want to... I'm not going to, like... Good job, me. If anyone wants to hear my thoughts on Sonic CD, more in depth, I'd say, like, probably my thought of it from a couple weeks ago is a good way to hear them. I don't want to just bore everyone to death, but I do feel like it's kind of a bad rap. That's the short version of it. And here we are, Hydro City Zone. Not Hydrocity. Hydro City. Ooh, that was kind of goofy. Why did I do that? There we go. trying to think if I can think of anything clever to say against Hydro City as a... Ooh, there's a ring. As a name. But I don't think ultimately I can even come up with any particularly clever jokes. Ooh, I guess I have to get it from the other side. I kind of want to go up here? Because I'm just, like, wondering if maybe there's a ring up there. I'm so used to doing the Sonic path that I forgot that Knuckles kind of gets screwed for that second part. Okay, this is just a... Oh, there was something over there. For big rings in Act 2. Because, yeah. Yes, Sonic get... I think he gets like another 3. We'll get it, chat. We'll get it. Oh! Okay, we are not getting it. We're giving up, and we're continuing on. Alright, but here's what we're doing, which is really what I wanted. See if I can get it perfect. Again, I'm not really sure why I'm doing it, other than just because I can. But I think Sonic gets another 3 big rings, so you can almost get all 7 emeralds pretty much. Like, Angel Island, I think you can get 5 in total from Angel Island, but you just need a couple more. So, I don't know the big ring locations in Hydro City as well as I do in Angel Island, so, you know, we lucked out, we stumbled on one, so we'll use it. I think that you speed up over time, but the more turns you make, I think that also accelerates you, so it's a little bit better at this. I used to be pretty good at just being able to like, hit that maximum speed and just rip through this without any trouble. Oh, I should have jumped over those 2 before, but that's okay. Now, I'm pretty sure there's like one more big ring before we get to the boss. Oh, there goes my nice water shield. Oh, no, can't get it. Because I think it was from the lower path. That's and since we don't have Sonic's like insta-shield here, we can't kind of cheese this boss, which is unfortunate. And with Knuckles' lower height jump, we also have to be a little bit more careful now. not using our air reserves. Okay. There we go. 3. And that's a much lower jump height. Just not used to it. 2, 3. There we go. That's pretty good. Like how purple Knuckles is in the picture. I've seen too many speedrunners do this and then attempt to do the, kill themselves and then do the level wrap here. Not only do I not know how to do that, but we're not gonna. I'm not trying to speedrun this. I'm just trying to have a nice playthrough with y'all. So, I keep forgetting that Knuckles just punches through this stuff. Which is kind of fun. Boy, I love this music. It really brings back the nostalgia for me. Like, I remember, like, almost remember time and place when I heard this for the first time. And this music was, I guess, kind of impactful for me in a way. Like, just really, really loved hearing this track. Looking at the hallway, or kind of the halls in the background here too, I really always loved that effect. Like, it seems like this is absolutely big, huge space, and kind of reminds me of like Moria in a weird way. Of course, I played this like way before I knew about Lord of the Rings, way before the movies came out, but still, looking at it now, it kind of has that feel. What a jerk. Okay, that is not a ring, because I remember seeing that when I played recently. But yeah, getting Sonic 3, I was always disappointed when it's like, oh, I want to play as Knuckles. I think everyone did. It was nice that they added that in later, but it was unfortunate that it took till kind of, expansion, so to speak, for that to come out. For that ability to be there. Especially when, you could play as Knuckles in the multiplayer, which I have fond memories of. Playing that with my little brother, and really digging the music in there too. I think sometimes some of those tracks get forgotten, but just as great, really. I think I like the multiplayer in this better than I like the Sonic 2 one. It's not even because the Sonic 2 one is bad, and maybe in some ways kind of better. I like that it has levels from the game that you can play through. However, I would prefer that in this one, what I don't like about Sonic 2's multiplayer is I don't like how it's scrunched. I always hated that to fit the screen in it squashed the sprites, and for whatever reason just really disliked that graphical choice. Okay, so we got 20 more spheres to find. Oh, and the ring count counts down in this. Swanky. Oh, oh, oh no, chat. No! Oh, hey, there we go. I forgot, we can just retry. Alright. That's right, this is Sonic Origins. We can cheese it a little bit. Probably should have done that part sooner, because once it gets going fast, I'm not as good at jumping the bumper spheres. So we'll actually do that. Okay, well that was silly. Oh well. At least it's on the outer side, not the middle. That would have been pretty bad if I managed to jump the middle sphere. Alright, well, we'll come back to you because I want to get the big one here. Yeah, I think in the original version it just counts your ring total rather than doing a countdown. I think Sonic Mania kept that because Sonic Mania also has the blue sphere levels. Right, so let's see if we can go track down that missing one. I'm probably all turned around now. Hopefully it won't be too hard to find. Okay, so it's on the other side of that. There we go. Do, 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 do. Sort of forgot where I was the first second chat. There we go. Okay, okay, I'm kind of doing this enough. I'm doing a poor job of this. There we go. Miss. Alright. Well, that was bad too. Let me try that one more time. Oh wow, I'm really not. There we go. I was pretty sure I could make that. Fortunately, I think there's another... There's another big sphere over here, so, or big ring rather. Let's see if we can get to it from this. No, that doesn't get us nearly high enough. Alright. Yeah, we'll just continue on, it's fine. We have plenty of time to pick up the rest of the emeralds, and I'm not really worried. That was kind of silly of me. I also love the running on water. I always thought that was a really cool effect in this. Now that was cool. Can't remember if there's a big ring on this side. There we go. I was pretty sure there was one around here. Oh, my favorite. No, this one isn't too bad. I'm gonna give up on doing the perfects just because I wanna... This one is confusing enough as it is. It's not the worst, but I tend to lose track of where I am in those jumps like that. Can be tricky at high speeds, so I'm sure there's a better strategy, but this usually just works for me, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Yeah, doing this and then turning around and knowing that it's sort of laid out in a grid, and then losing track of which spheres I need to be, like what alignment I need to find these guys. It's easy to get confused, I feel. But hopefully this is the right way to do it. There we go. Oh, hello Norjack. Welcome in. Alright. So I think we're coming up to the boss, but on that same note, I think Knuckles has a special path on this as well. Yep. Normally he would stand here, hit a button, fall down, fight Eggman. But we got a little extra since we're playing Knuckles' route. I should have climbed up a little higher, shouldn't I have? Oh well. Song is such a bop. It totally is. Absolutely love this. Like I said, like listening to this, I can almost like remember time and place when I heard it the first time as a kid. Absolutely love this track. Oh, that propeller is still active. Shame on me. Yeah, that was yes. Oh, nope. Oh, that was pretty good, though. Okay. There we go. Oh, I was hoping we were almost at the ending. I think he's got one more hit. I did not play that one very well. And I think, if I remember correctly, Eggman drops down, so you can hit him as he's lowering to the water, versus this guy here. He does it from the sky, so it's a little bit harder. Also, I still cannot believe that I just realized this year that those are seals and not poodles. For my whole life, I thought those little animal guys were poodles. I used to really hate Marble Garden growing up. I think I've come to like it a lot more as an adult. I don't know. Here we go. Well, that was kind of dumb. Coulda, shoulda, woulda been paying more attention. It's kind of a silly thing to have done, but there we go. Finished it up nonetheless. Still probably one of the least favorite Sonic Knuckles law. Marble Garden. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I'm not really sure what changed my mind about it, if I'm being perfectly honest, but... It might be that I just like levels that are green, which probably sounds kind of stupid, but like that, the color palette I think I kind of enjoy. Which is also probably a little weird because I'm not a huge fan of like orange and purple. And that's maybe there with the green just as much. Maybe it's all the peach or apricot trees or whatever the heck these little trees are with the fruit that's aggressively wiggling. Which I'll... Okay, there's no ring up there. Which I'll point out next time I spot one. Nope, we're going the wrong way. I don't know if it's supposed to be related to Sonic 1's Marble Zone, but Marble's way better than Marble Garden. Yeah, I don't know if it's just, like, naming... Here we go. Or if it's, you know, some sort of nod to, but... Okay, I didn't think I had got that first. It's probably going to sound a little bit weird, but I think I actually prefer Marble Garden. I sort of weirdly have this sort of dislike of Marble Zone from Sonic 1. It's not like what it used to be, and I think part of it was like, and I think I told this story when I played Sonic 1 recently, I used to think that Green Hills was that was the game, those 3 zones, and so when I beat Robotnik, I was so excited. It's like, oh my gosh, after all these, what felt like weeks as a kid, but probably was a few days. Like, oh my gosh, I finally beat Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm so excited. Only to be like, wait, there's another level, what the heck? And being kind of unhappy about that. Which probably tainted me not, you know, my opinion of it. Super Knuckles. Paired with the fact too that it felt, you know, actually I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. It's a significantly, it's a big difficulty jump, I feel, from Green Hill to Marble Garden, or sorry, Marble in Sonic 1. Oh, poof. So I think paired with the disappointment, paired with the difficulty spike, it ruined it a little bit for me. And I don't really hate it like I used to. Now I just kind of like, I think, wow, I'm hitting everything as I go through here. I think too often when I'm playing casually, I make dumb mistakes in Marble Zone, and that also kind of makes me annoyed, but that's just more me being bad at the game. But yeah, these little dancing plums or peaches or whatever, I kind of love these little trees too. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's fun little graphical choices. it's kind of a... Might need to... Might not make it on this one. Might have to start over. Yep. I was afraid I'd catch, like, a weird hitbox or something. That's fine. I know I can be Super Knuckles now, but I don't want to... Much like the other games, I'm not probably going to cheese too much. There's a couple levels here and there that I will probably say, screw this, I hate this boss, so if I have the 50 rings, I will 100% take advantage of it, but this is not one. Anyway, yeah, so I think those things sort of made me dislike Marble Zone a little bit. Oh, come on. Am I just making it up in my head, or did it look like they had added Amy's face on that spinner? The little signpost at the end. I saw a flash of pink. I used to enjoy pausing as a kid, because if you got the right frame, you could see other faces on the spinning signpost. And I mean, that would totally make sense because... Oh, come on. Because I have the Amy DLC for this. The most snug grasshopper robot in the world. Signpost, just so that we have it. Nope. No. I picked the worst time to scratch my nose, chat. That was poor timing on my part. Oh well. What's down here again? Is there anything worthwhile over here? I feel like there's a big ring over here. Yes. There we go. I always thought those grasshoppers looked super smart. Close one. Do you like the music in this one? Alright, yeah. No, it's kind of grows on you, doesn't it? Oh, gracious. What a thing. Like this little guy, he's just popping up, throwing energy balls. What a dork. Oh, chat. We don't have to go that way, we can just bust through these walls. Because we are Knuckles the Echidna. We got claws on our fists or something. Wall breaking power. Something I wasn't really noticing, or hadn't noticed in Sonic 2 before, but the background parallax scrolling is usually very horizontal. There's not a lot of vertical scroll, and something that was a nice little touch they had here is there's vertical scroll to parallax, which is nice. Which is also in Sonic CD. Okay, well, wait a minute. What? Yeah? We just not go this way, I guess? Alright, I will go somewhere else. Knuckles have to climb up and over. Maybe. Yep. That's what they want. Right. Oh. Well, that was kinda silly. Don't mess with that guy. I was gonna say, am I crazy, or is the speed kind of changing on that? Oh, I see what it is. It's faster on the downswing, maybe? Which would make sense from a physics perspective. Okay. Oh, what's going on? That's a weird noise. Okay, well, you know what? That was on me, game. Wow. Hmm. Now there's the wall, or the level, the ground collapsing up on us. Maybe a little bit different layout than for Sonic. Yeah, definitely a different layout. It's been so long that I've forgotten. And here we go, another very different boss. I tried to describe it poorly when I was playing through Sonic 3, and Knuckles as Sonic and Tails. I like this. This is kind of a neat change. Okay. Okay, well... There we go. I like that. That's the neat one. I like how he just walks off stage. There we go. And here we go. Here's the Sega developed music for Carnival Night. Double speed. Pick the greatest time to get the speed shoes. Yep. It's not bad. Like, I think this one is probably the one that I am most okay with changing. I don't dislike this track. I think I definitely prefer the Jackson Team one. And I say Jackson Team because, like, I think to some extent we don't know exactly who did all of the music for it. Like, I know... Okay, I say no. I'm pretty sure Sirocco Jones, if I remember correctly, was involved, and Brian Buxer, and probably Michael Jackson was not involved, or was involved very little. So I don't know exactly who did what, but... So forgive me if I say Jackson team, because I feel like that's like, well, whoa, this... Oh man, this is a lot harder as Knuckles. What the... This is awful. Oh no, that was luck. That thing just shredded the floor. Good gracious. Yikes. Well, good job, Knuckles. Did a good job there, buddy. Yikes. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so I say Jackson team, you know, just kind of as a catch-all, but no, I like what they did for this one, but the original track isn't bad. Although I think I like the Act 1 version a little bit better. Oh, that was kind of... Nope. There we go. Another Knuckles specific or unique route. Now, if I remember correctly, Knuckles does not have a boss to fight in this one. And that was something I liked about the Sonic games, where your character got ahead of the camera scroll. I always thought that was a neat thing. Yep, so relatively short Act 2 for Knuckles. Now here I think is the one where it kind of makes me sad, because I love, and I mean love, Ice Cat's music. The unreleased Jetsons track. Is so good. Hard Times, there we go. Took me a moment to remember it. Oh, here we go. Jumping a little bit ahead of things as Knuckles because of the ability to bash through those walls. Yeah, this is a replacement for Ice Cap. Yes. Yep, hard agree. This is it's fine. I think that's what I would say about this. It's fine. And here we go. Knuckles route. It's not awful by any stretch, but the other track is so good. Yep, so much for that. I love those little penguin guys. Have kind of dopey faces. It's still a very good looking level. I love the design, and I love the kind of deep blue purple palette. Chat, what am I doing? I'm better at this game than this. Okay. Okay, well, we're not going that way, Knuckles, I suppose. Oh, I wasn't quite expecting that. Oh, that was kind of bad of me. That's also pretty bad. That's alright. Okay, I was gonna see if I could catch it on Amy. These little bouncy pads were the worst with Tails. He would absolutely wreck your momentum. It's so nice to be doing this solo. And I like Tails, and it's fun having him, but that part was just, like, miserable. I want to proceed with caution, because if I remember correctly, you can really mess yourself up if you're not cautious around this water, because I don't think there's an easy way to kind of get back out of it if you fall in. Just trying to help. I mean, I think Tails is just trying to help, which is why I forgive him and why I still love him. But nonetheless, it does make it unreasonably hard. That was kind of goofy of me. That's right. Do, 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 do. Ugh, there we go. Stretch out my neck, chat. Woke up and heard it. Great way to start your Saturday off. Kind of like stand up, stretch, and wreck your neck. Getting old, chat. My bones hurt. My bones creak. No, anyway, this is another one where the Jackson team track was removed. I think this one actually reminds me a little bit of some of the music in Sonic 3D Blast. And I'm not sure that I love the launch bass music, but I'm not sure I really like this track that much either. I like this song pretty well. Not the biggest fan of the original song on this one. Yeah, for Palio. What was it? Go, 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 go. That sample, that kind of, looks like someone might have been pounding that key a little too hard on their synth and ignoring it, like sipping coffee while they're just pounding that key, reading the newspaper. Yep. Yep. I apologize, I was trying to remember, like, what is the sample again? Is it go or is it yeah? And it's go. I guess if you forgot what you were supposed to do, you know what I mean? But I feel bad. I think I stole that joke. I heard that one from Alex Yard, who I've recommended a couple times, I think, while playing through these, who does Sonic music dissection. I think that was a criticism he had of it, too. It's that overused sample. But no, on that note, if you guys like Sonic music and you're into music theory, Alex Yard is a really good person to look up. I like, it's one of my favorite YouTubers to turn on for background music and just rewatch videos, because it's kind of, or background noise, I should say. He's one of the YouTubers I like to just turn on just to listen to him discuss it. And I'll say this, like, I don't know anything about music. Other than, you know, I like this or I don't like this. But I think even then, it's a lot of fun listening to what he has to say about it. So that was kind of lucky. Would have gotten guillotined there. There's Froggy. Yeah, I'm not sure I really like this version of the music much either. Alright, here we go. And for those who watch speedrunners, this is a pretty famous fight because Knuckles has to fight 2 here, and they will often, if they're doing Sonic speedrun, glitch into this fight, because for Sonic they can use the mini-boss defeated flag to bypass the final fight in this level. Or defeat one of those. And then let this play out and then defeat the other one, and that'll mark it as completed, and then it'll push them into Mushroom Hill, which is a really cool glitch. I love seeing some of these tricks, so. But Knuckles has no such luck. He just has to go through. Just has to fight both of them. Here's a pretty unique background for Knuckles on this. Sort of maybe the lower side of the base. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Sonic 3D Blast nearly as well, having just, you know, replayed it recently for the first time in a long time. So I couldn't tell you exactly what stage it is, but this music definitely is reminding me of some of its tracks. One of its tracks, whichever one I don't remember. So much for that. it's fun to see these levels again. It's been so long. But on that same note, like I feel sort of lost compared to playing through this as Sonic. That was kind of goofy. There we go. Success. Don't worry, Chad. He does not die at this time. You looked worried. Ooh, casino nighttime. Oh, running a risk here, chat. That smooth scrolling slipperiness back from the Sonic 1 stage redo. Special stage redo. Hopefully I won't get a... Hey, there we go. Boo. Alright, so remember talking about not wanting to cheese it too much? These bosses. I do not like these bosses. We are not gonna do this the standard way. We are cheesing the heck out of these. Especially this guy coming up. I don't remember what this guy is called. But absolutely despise this boss. I'll come here. Did you? There we go. I'm hoping should have just enough rings. There we go. And I don't intend to do that very often, but that boss is just... I do not like it at all. Here we go, Mushroom Hill. Okay, Super Emerald time. Also, the Hidden Palace music here is pretty slick. Which maybe is actually Lava Reef Act 2? Oh, it's this guy, okay. Yeah. This one isn't too bad, but I get lost in this one. feel like I'm approaching all of these from the wrong angle, chat. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, let's go up here, I suppose. Here we go. Hmm. 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 Okay, well that's good. Okay, there we go. Okay, alright, alright. Okay, so far so good. Alright, so where are we missing our blue spheres? Okay, so there's some right there. So there's one more of these that I'm missing. This is another one, much like one special stage I noted earlier, where it's like, it's easy to kind of get lost. Ooh, that was close. That was dumb. Alright, we'll try this again. Not unhappy that I can cheese this chat. I will take it gladly. Here we go. Alright, so we're approaching where we left off. Oh, we just need to find one more cluster, but where exactly is it hiding? Hmm. Well, it's gotta be here somewhere. I think I noticed something here. There we go. Boom. Got it. Alright. Okay. Cool beans. We got one. Alright. Chat. I think this is probably a good stopping point for the night. I'm pretty worn out. But thank you so much for spending the evening with me, for checking out this classic game that I absolutely love. Um, as always, you were so appreciated. And yeah, just it's nice having people check this out. Um, if you feel so inclined, follow me on Twitch. Um, Follow me on Blue Sky. Subscribe on YouTube. Check out some of my VODs. Like them. It would really help me out. Um, but only if you want to. We'll never have you feel any pressure to do that. Links to YouTube and Blue Sky can both be found in my About page on Twitch if you'd like to check those out. Um, I will try to post this VOD and my two Sims VODs that I haven't done yet um, tomorrow sometime, probably in the afternoon. Upcoming schedule, Monday is going to be Katamari 2. We Love Katamari, Royal Reverie, the DLC that came with the reroll edition. And Tuesday, I believe, and I might be mispronouncing it, so forgive me, but we'll be playing the game Greece, which came out a few years ago, indie game. At least that's the plan. It sort of depends on if Katamari takes 1 or 2 days. If not, then we'll do Greece in the week after. Thursday and Friday next week, we won't have any morning streams, which normally be Sims days. I might do uh, Thursday and Friday evening plays of The Sims. It sort of depends. And then next Saturday, we'll hopefully finish up the Knuckles run of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So, but yeah, I hope you all have a really wonderful night. Again, thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a great night and a great rest of your weekend. Bye.